last 2 years of World War II, 2 planes vied for the title of top carrier-based fighter in the Pacific. The gull-winged Vought F-4U Corsair, which went through a redesign to make it fit for combat, and a slower but easier to maneuver Grumman F-6F Hellcat. Joining the ranks of the Corsair and the Hellcat aboard aircraft carriers in the Pacific were the dive bomber Douglas SBD and torpedo bomber Grumman TBF Avenger. These planes had folding wings to fit into a ship's deck, accelerated fast enough to take off from a short runway, and could be safely landed without the engine stalling or the plane shooting past the barriers. Essex-class aircraft carriers had 4 squadrons aboard: bombers, torpedo bombers, reconnaissance planes, and combat fighters. Of the 24 constructed, several were assigned to the Fast Carrier Fleet, alternatively called Task Force 38 or 58, depending on the commander at the time. It was made up of several groups of carriers, destroyers, cruisers, and battleships that did solo missions or teamed up for larger operations. Until the US could retake Leyte Gulf from the Japanese, they used the lagoon of the Ulithi Atoll in the Carolina Islands east of the Philippines as their Pacific naval base, since it was closer to Japan and could hold more ships than Pearl Harbor. TF-58 was the main U.S. attack force in the Pacific from 1944 to 1945. It provided air support during the battles of Iwo Jima and Okinawa, and naval airstrikes against mainland Japan. Of course, there were more casualties, like this Corsair used by Marine Fighter Squadron VMF-123 of Essex-class USS Bennington. It crashed into the unarmored wooden deck during the Battle of Iwo Jima.